Well, guys, it should come as no surprise that we're in a bit of trouble with Litecoin. I've been updating several other cryptocurrencies in the entire space. We've broken a lot of supports and we've gone red for most of our other cryptocurrencies. The red has been the alternate pattern, the alternate bearish pattern to clarify, across many cryptos. And Litecoin broke a key support, which was at 104.05, so $104 mark. This marks the low point that we hit middle of the summer in Litecoin specifically. Other cryptos, they hit their lows at different dates, but right around that summertime in 2021, we hit those. What that means is that this entire rally is corrective, and we've invalidated what would have been a second wave because we found lower than what was the origin point of the original first wave. So the green pattern that was on this chart last time we did an update is no longer valid. There is a new alternate green pattern, which I'm going to go over momentarily, but it's not the same pattern. It's a totally different pattern. In addition, there's some other hallmarks of this being a corrective wave, clear three-wave down, and then this rally looks perfectly corrective. We have a impulsive A wave, three-wave pullback within the B, and then the final C wave within the B wave is also an impulse. So in Litecoin, more than most other cryptos, this looks very much like a corrective wave. Even the internal proportions, everything actually lines up pretty well. Look at this thing. We hit the 1.236 extension, and we've not seen anything bullish ever since we hit our high on November 10th. Now, are we complete to the downside? Well, we're going to shift over to the logarithmic big picture view, and I'd like to let you know that I do have a link posted below in the description so you can follow along with this chart if it makes it easier to understand. When we look at this big picture, again, we have our big A wave down, clear B wave correction up, and well, Litecoin is falling the way of EOS and Ethereum Classic and some of the other altcoins in that we have hit the lower low, and well, we may be done, we may not. Right now, my red pattern is primary, and typically your C wave will hit some extension of the A and the B wave. The most common proportion is the 1.0 extension. So if we hit the 1.0 extension of the AB that we have here, we should hit around the $76 mark. That's where I'm placing our red C wave for. Again, that is our primary. If we break below that, we may get a little bit lower without invalidating the red pattern, but that may be a sign that we're actually in the purple pattern. And in the purple pattern, we may actually, you could classify this entire drop here as just a first wave alone and then a small shallow second wave. In that situation, we could go a good bit lower. We would expect our standard target to fall somewhere between $49 and maybe $36.84. That would not be pretty. So if you haven't gotten out yet from Litecoin, you may want to either wait for a bounce to get out or just hodl it. There's really no shame at this point. I have personally exited all my short and intermediate term crypto positions, including Litecoin. So that's just what I've done, but we all have our own strategies. Now, if the green pattern is going to come to fruition, this is the most bullish alternate at the moment. I don't see it as a high likelihood right now, but there is a chance that we have bottomed. We're very oversold. We have hit a lot of key fibs in several of the other cryptos. So there is a small chance we finished. If that is the case, I'm calling the bottom we've hit so far around $96, the green bottom. We'd expect to see a 5-wave impulse up. I'd like to see this thing break back up through the resistances. And we wouldn't expect to go directly into this green box, but eventually we would. This green box finds us projecting between 281 and 544, and that is just based on this larger pattern. That would be the 0.382 to 0.618 extension. That would be a good sign that we're back on our way again into a nice big picture bullish outlook again. But until we see a 5-wave impulse followed by a 3-wave correction, green pattern is right now number 3. I would put the purple pattern even likelier than that. Of course, our red pattern is primary. Now, if we do follow the purple pattern, we're probably in the middle of this 3rd wave down. So expect some more bearish downward action over the next few days. And we may have a multi-week consolidation for our 4th wave. If we look back here, this didn't happen in, well, one night or 2 nights. This took several days. Our peak was back in November. So we're about almost 3 months into this crash. So don't be surprised by some of these corrections taking longer than you'd expect. Now, if we do start turning around, I will start considering buying again. I'll be doing updates regularly. I'll be putting out buy alerts. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss those. And of course, until next time, thank you for watching and happy trading.